We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey.
This blows. Hey y'all, I'm on my way to Cooper's Landing, the start of the Harry 100. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a pretty windy day. I'm going to Recon the course. Probably picked the worst day to do it with this wind.
Let's just stay ahead of the wind.
And woke up this morning with really nasty allergies, so I'm not feeling the greatest and a little grumpy. And I'm leaving late in the day, so I'm not sure what time I'll get back, and I may have to even cut it short, so we'll see. I never made a video like this, so we'll see what happens. It can end up being a big muffin turd.
Hi, dudes.
I wasn't gonna take you in there.
So this year, the Harry 100 takes the Smith Hatchery climb instead of going down the Katy Trail to Old Plank Road. Here we may see the lead group gap the other riders off the bat. From there, the course meets up with the old group with a right-hand turn on Woody Proctor, which is a pretty ride on a paved road with a couple of bergs before it dumps onto Highway N. The sharp right on Bluebird Lane is a little tricky. It immediately banks left on a downhill. When you duck into the woods on the downhill, watch out for the snake. Highway 163 is a busy road with fast traffic. After about a quarter mile, you can take the shortcut option to make the left onto Boone Femme Church Road or Bon Femme Church Road, however you want to pronounce it, but I'm not sure if it's legal or not, so don't get DQ'd. After you cross over Highway 63 overpass, the route changes from previous years. It continues going straight onto a brand new road instead of turning left at the end. In fact, ride with GPS and Google satellite images make it look like you could be riding through some angry farmer's property.
Get off my lawn.
Be careful not to miss the right turn on Rollins Hill Road like I did. If you reach New Haven, you went too far. This puts you back on the old route for a while, so if you've done this race before, you'll be familiar with these roads. The left turn on Bass Lane becomes a flatlander's paradise. If you are a mid-packer like myself and got dropped from the lead group early on, it's a great way to make up time and catch others who have been dropped before you hit the hills on Gin Lane and the University of Missouri Ashland Wildlife Area. As the route started heading south, I was being blasted by 25 to 35 mile per hour headwinds. That combined with realizing that my allergies were more than just allergies, that I was coming down with something else, I started to bonk on Clipper Beard Road.
All right, making my right-hand turn to Johnson Cemetery. Gravel here is a little more chunkier. And then the first 20 miles, we're about 20, almost 26 miles now on the route. A little more than a quarter way done. Okay, well, I'm just tired. My legs are bonked. All this wind. Gonna have to make my decision to continue on pretty soon here. Head back towards Columbia or just keep trucking on.
This is hard. I am in a pickle.
Well, I'm at the corner of Clickenbeard and Bob Beach. And I'm seriously thinking about bailing here at this point.
So quit. Yeah, I'm a great quitter. It's one of the few things I do well.
I'm going to continue to ride home, but just be on the course. Follow the course a little bit further down the road and then take another turn and head back towards town. It's just not worth it struggling in this headwind when it's not even a race. So at this pace I'm going with this headwind coming from the south, and that's the direction I'm still headed. I don't think I'm gonna make it back till dark, and I don't have any lights on my bike or anything like that. I don't know, we'll see. When I get to the turn off where I'll head back home, I'll make my decision there, so we'll see what happens.
Whichever you decide, I'm sure it'll be the wrong choice.
But I didn't bail out as quickly as I thought. They also mentioned I'm carrying a 25-pound backpack. I didn't want to skip riding through the University of Missouri Ashland Wildlife Area. Besides, it provided refuge from the winds, and I enjoyed riding through the creek crossings. Near mile 35, the route gets back onto pavement on Highway MM, and about a mile down the road, the course diverges from the previous route. Not feeling great, I decided to skip the 25 miles of the new route, which sucks for my Recon. So I cut the course going straight on MM to County Road 371, which put me back on course. The new section goes through the small town of New Bloomfield. It homes a Dollar General, of course, but I don't think there are any other provisions to refuel. So besides the aid station, riders will have to wait until about mile 66 in Holt Summit for food and fuel options.
So about 32 miles to go, you get to this intersection, and you have a choice. You have enough fuel to make it, go ahead and make a right. If not, you're gonna make a left. You have your choice of gas station food and other fast food restaurants. I'm gonna take the later.
You didn't make good choices. You had good choices.
Be careful on Highway 00. It's a paved road and seems most drivers don't like cyclists on it. Luckily, it's a short ride and you can check out the old classic car junkyard on the right. From there, we bear left on 391, which eventually turns into gravel and leads us to the Katy Trail, where we start heading back north.
Okay, so I just made the right-hand turn onto the Katy Trail. It's feel a little bit relieved. I'm still getting a little bit of a headwind, but hopefully should be getting that tailwind around the corner up here, I guess. I think I'm just going to take the rest of the trail to the finish line. I My legs are done and bunked. That's a lot of headwind coming down south. Just wore me out. I got a pizza, try to refuel a bit at the gas station there. I drank enough liquids and water to keep my kidneys busy for a little bit. But we'll see how I feel. But right now my plan is just to take this trail straight to the finish instead of weaving in and out on the route, how it goes along the trail. We'll see how I feel when I get there. It's the next turn. But likely we'll be continuing on the finish.
The course leaves the Katy Trail in Claysville, but with no energy, I decided to take the Katy Trail to the finish. The last time I rode the Harts Creek and Jamerson Creek section, the gravel was pretty fresh and deep. That was a couple of weeks ago though, and maybe the only section with fresh gravel to date. Also, I have no idea what the 25 miles that I missed is like. The acclaimed River Road, where you are so close to the finish, any tasty beverage usually has some thick gravel on it as well. But besides that, the conditions were awesome.
You finished?
Okay, so that was the finish back there by the bench, but actually on the gravel side of the road. So just a couple quick notes. I got about 12 more miles actually to just get home. Man, the gravel is not bad at all anywhere. Maybe just a couple spots where it's kind of soft, but now can't speak for the spots that I missed, but I do know from a couple weeks ago on one spot that I skipped, it does have some kind of fresh gravel there, at least a month old fresh. Could be packed down by now by some vehicles. But I'm riding with 33 millimeter tires on, and I don't see why I would want anything bigger. They hold up pretty well.
Size matters not.
So from experience, I should have known anytime when you had that southern wind coming up and you're thinking, okay, once I get on the Katy Trail North, I'm just going to be sailing back to Columbia. Well, usually never happens. Not because the wind changes directions, but I think because it hits all these bluffs and the wind just kind of whirls around. So you never really get that true tailwind, which is kind of disappointing because you're trucking along and you get that headwind heading all south, and then if you just make it to the Katy Trail, head north, smooth sailing. But you know what? It usually never happens. I wish I could say it was a fun ride, but it was tough. It was one of the toughest short rides that I've ever done in a long time. It was brutal. Usually I usually don't let elements bother me too much, but maybe because this morning I wasn't feeling so well, and then just being blasted all day, I think the body can only take so much. Well, like I said, I wish I got more footage, but man, I was just running out of time. I wanted to get on, wanted to make up some miles, and you know, it's just how it goes sometimes. It's the human body. I'm sure this video did end up turning up to be a turd muffin, like I said earlier.
Wait, never mind. It's a dog poop.
I'm sure there's a lot I have to work on. Hello. Sorry, just watching people push their dog down the creek. Well, I'm gonna go, and that's all I got to say. See you guys, thanks for following along. Hope this helps some of you out. If not, well, oh well. I tried. See ya.